We got the Tech Android 17 and 18 EZAs announced. We also have the 20 and 19 androids, or Dr. GERO and Android 19. Both units seem pretty solid, like especially this one. Honestly, with this one, I took a quick peek on this. I'm always not exactly sure with side banner units because of their stats being so much lower than TURs. But off of the glance that I took with this character, also having the fact that they are still useful today, they still have some use today in the game right now, non-easy aid, this unit is pretty good. So, and then when I say pretty good, I mean pretty good. So let's get right into it. I will not waste any more of your time. If you can, please leave a like, drop sub to the channel if you're new. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll get into the breakdown here. There are Worldwide Chaos or Future 3 key 180%. They obviously they still have the same active skill condition, and we'll get into that afterwards. So basic effects: they have 200% attack and defense, 17% damage reduction, 18% chance to dodge, randomly change orbs of a certain type to tech. You get 1 key per tech key sphere or rainbow orb obtained. Guaranteed additional super tech, already very nice. Starting off with damage reduction and dodge is always a good sign. Of course, they're nukers. So every key sphere obtained, they get 35% attack and defense, and every tech key sphere, they get 18% attack, 17% defense. With 2 or more tech key spheres obtained, or 1 or more rainbow key spheres obtained, they have a chance to crit, damage reduction, and evade 35%. After that, they then, when attacking with 12 or more key, get 150% attack and defense. When HP is 35% or less, they get 17% damage reduction, 18% extra chance to dodge. Honestly, that means pretty much nothing. As nice as it would be to have that consistently, it is only when HP is 35% or less, which is almost never going to happen, because most of the time you're getting hit for a mill, or you're like regenerating HP, you're going to be above that threshold most of the time. This is pretty much non-existent. It's there for the occasional time, but you're almost never going to get that. When receiving a Ki Blast super attack, nullify it when HP is 35% or more, or with 7 or more key spheres obtained. And then androids category allies get 15% attack and defense for 2 turns with 8 or more key spheres obtained, and that's when receiving a Ki Blast super. So you have to receive a Ki Blast super, which means you have to go against a boss that does a Ki Blast super, and one of those bosses is, actually both of them are Zamasu and Goku Black. That fight is still one of the harder fights in the entire game, and they are both Ki Blast super. So this guy and the other 19 and 20, or the GERO and 19, you know, are gonna be 100% unkillable when it comes to those super attacks because they're Ki Blast supers. And I already know, I mean, we know because the 19 and 20 are always been like, they always Ki Blast super, so they nullify Ki Blast supers. So we see that already, and we know that, and yeah, very good against Ki Blast supers. They seem very good in general. I mean, 35% plus an additional 18 to 17%, because you're most likely going to get tech key spheres. Now, you're not guaranteed to get tech key spheres, but you're most likely going to get tech key spheres. Getting the 35% plus the 18, 17% is very nice. That's going to be a huge amount. Obviously, this too. 1 rainbow is a very easy condition, or 2 or more tech key spheres, again, very easy condition. You're getting 35% damage reduction, dodge, and crit. So you're going to be sitting at, what, 52% damage reduction and 53% dodge chance most of the time, alongside nuking. I mean, you get, if let's say you get 10 key spheres, it's not happening consistently, but let's say you get 10, you're getting 350% attack and defense plus 180% attack plus 170% defense, which is a lot. Like that is a lot. We're talking about 520 and 530% attack and defense. Like that is a huge number. Now again, you're not getting 10 consistently, but it is a possibility with 50% damage reduction, with 50% crit, or not 50% crit. It's 35% crit, but 50% damage reduction, 50% dodge, 35% crit, like that is looking very good. And again, you know, if I keep Ki Blast supers completely, so these guys are looking very good. I think this could be a contender for a top 3 TUR, probably. Probably. At least top 5 TUR, I would have to say. Like, off the top of my head, that's what I would have to imagine. But I'm not 100% sure. But again, that's what they're very good. This is a very good EZA. This is not a bad EZA. They did not fumble this EZA whatsoever. And then they have a 50% attack and defense raise and seal super attacks. So honestly, with their build, um, you could go crit if you want to go crit. You don't really need additional. Like, that's not really, because they only have a 35% crit, so going full additional isn't like 100% necessary. They do also every time get a guaranteed additional super attack. So you may throw in a little bit so you can get a third additional attack. I think you don't even need to go dodge, but I think I'm still gonna go dodge. Like, if I have dodge on my build, I'll just go that. I'm not going to spend stones to switch it. I'm gonna just go with whatever I have, honestly, and I'll change the skill orbs. But overall, if you want to go dodge, honestly, if you wanted to go crit, I could see it. One of the few times, like, you go crit, sure, man. You really go anything with this. I don't know if there's 100%. I'm sure there is a 100% optimized. Maybe crit is optimized, and maybe dodge isn't. But they do only have a 50% chance to dodge, and again, they nullify Ki Blast supers. So, you know, it is guaranteed 100% nullification when you have 35% or more HP or 7 key spheres obtained. Again, you're not going to be under 35% HP a majority of the time. So, you know, very easy. Of course, they have Android Assault, Organic, Upgrade, Twin Terrors, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, Dismal Future, Fierce Battle. This link is useless, so they basically have 6 links. 6 links. Honestly, Twin Terrors isn't that good either most of the time, so they really only have 5 links, but Android Assault, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, Dismal Future, Fierce Battle, solid. Now, the condition, which we might as well pull up here, is they of course have a usher for 1 enemy. So just keep it in mind, it is a single enemy. If there's 4 enemies, you can only do 1. And it can be activated when facing only 1 enemy whose HP is 35% or more, or when facing 3 or more enemies, and you choose one of the 3 or more enemies, right? So it's like, very good condition. It's a very good condition. And again, they're still useful today without their EZA. So, they're looking very, very, very good. Their best linking partners, like, unless these guys get a super EZA, which I doubt they'd get. Maybe they get a super EZA, because I saw something with them. I don't know. It's just really this guy's their best partner, and they get 2 key, 50% attack, 20% defense, which is pretty good. But let's get to them now since I'm talking about them, since we got theirs out the way. Dr. GERO in Android 19 or Android 20 and Android 19. You know, whatever you want to call them doesn't really matter. Leader skill doesn't matter on side banner units. They get 250% attack and defense. Android's category allies get 3 keys, 60% attack and defense. This team has so much support that I imagine their lower stats are going to be pretty good. Like, if you have Android 16, he gives like 100% defense support. So, maybe, yeah, they're going to be pretty good. When attacking with 12 or more key, you get 190% attack. Disable enemy guard doesn't matter really. When receiving an attack, they get 190% defense. Per Android category ally on the team, but you're going to want to run them on full Androids anyways. You get 100 attack and defense up to 390, which they chose 390 instead of 400 because 19 and 20, right? Chance forming crit and damage reduction of 10% up to 39%. Of course, again, you want 4 androids allies on the team to get their full buffs. When HP is 30% or 9% or less, or if there's another androids category ally attacking in the same turn with HP 69% or less, you foresee enemy super attacks. 69% is pretty solid. You're going to be running them with androids anyways, so that's not like, it's not guaranteed, but it's also not like 39%, which is pretty bad, or 35% of the tech droids. 69% is pretty solid. You can definitely see that pretty frequently, and it is when they're in the same turn, so they get you see this 50% of the time if they're on one of the main rotations, which honestly with the Android team, I don't know if they are. I'd have to look at it. I don't have 16, I don't have the new 17, so I can't exactly say for sure because I don't have the team, but they are, you know, I like the units. When receiving a Ki Blast super attack, they absorb it and recover 39% of the damage absorbed as HP. Very good. If you're going against a Ki Blast super and they do that, that is a lot of healing. They heal you a lot, especially if it's like a 10 or 5 million attack super. Like that is going to heal you a lot. So just keep that in mind. They have Android Assault, Energy Absorption, Red Ribbon Army, Nightmare, Will Beat Down, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. Red Ribbon Army and Energy Absorption are pretty useless, but you know, as you saw on the Tech Droids, Android Assault, Nightmare, Will Beat Down, Fear and Faith. I don't think they have Fear and Faith. They have it's Nightmare, right? Yeah, Android Assault, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, Fierce Battle. Again, that is good though, because it is 2 key, 50%, 50% attack, 20% defense. Very solid, very solid. I think this is a good unit, especially if it's a Key Blast Super Boss, which you basically do get to choose which bosses you're going against. So, you bring the Android team against the Key Blast Super Boss, you are going to be looking very good with the nullifications, with the absorptions, very solid. And they have a 50% attack and defense raise for 1 turn, cause supreme damage, and they also recover 15% HP. So again, if you want to go additional or crit, you get more HP. Wait, no, you don't. No, it's not based off of damage. It's just for 15% HP. So additional would get you more HP recovery. So 30% or 15% twice, which I guess isn't the same as 30%. I don't think. Yeah. So you get 15% HP twice. It's about 30% though, regardless. Very good, very good. And yeah, so this, I think still this is a dodge additional character. Go dodge, you go additional. They don't have any built-in additional, so maybe a little more additional than dodge. Maybe like 2020 if you can do that. So you get the extra HP if you need that, and you get the dodge. Very good units overall. I think these are great EZAs, especially for a side bearing unit. Like these guys usually don't get good EZAs. Like this looks pretty good. I do think with these stats, the EZA stats, and all of the Android support that that team has, they're gonna perform pretty good, especially against Keyblast Supers. They're gonna perform really good. And then these guys are just straight up good. They were good now. They were useful now. Meaning that now when they actually have modern stats and stuff, they're going to be good now. So overall, I give this an A to an A+. Very good EZAs. They're going to have uses. They're going to be useful in a lot of places. Like this is one of the units that you can run off lead. So they're going to have their uses, especially on the Android team. I think this is a whatchamacallit. And yeah. Good EZAs, man. They should drop in about 2 days. A little less than 2 days now, like 1.5 days, 1.25, whatever. It's a little under 2 days, basically. If you enjoyed, please do like, drop us on the channel if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.